Yes, good morning. Good morning once again. You're welcome to the program. This morning, this is Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. We are here this morning to get to the newspaper headlines this morning. And I am at Abedu Jago Street, and behind me are the Bystanders. Yes, they're here to do justice to the newspaper headlines this morning. King Jogba, good morning. You're welcome. Welcome to the program. Let's go straight to the newspaper headlines. I have the Nation. I have the Nation with me. I have the Nation newspaper with me. I also have the Nigerian Tribune, the Nation and the Nigerian Tribune. Let's start with the Nation. This morning, yesterday, drama, suspense, opera over Rex declaration of Binani. INEC rejects Adamawa's Rex action to decide governor-elect tomorrow. That is today. PDP article, others cry foul on that judgment. It was drama yesterday when the INEC commissioner for the state came in the early hours of the morning to declare Binani, that's the APC governorship candidate, as the winner of the election. He was accosted, beaten, and also he was brutalized. Let's move on this morning. We have APC control Senate with 59 seats, PDP 36, Labour Party 8, NMPP, SDP 2 each, ABGA, YPP 1 each. Yes, Idris is Kebbi governor-elect. Idris Bande of the APC has won the rescheduled Kebbi state governorship election. We have other reports here this morning. Chidi Amuta got it all wrong on Obi, says Alake. That is on the Nation newspaper this morning. Let's move over to the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Yes, in southern Kaduna, above the masthead, bandits killed 22 in fresh attack. Bandits killed 22 in fresh attack. Irate to youths, kill one, set 64 houses ablaze in Bauchi. Yes, Dino Melaye wins Kogi PDP governorship primary. Dino Melaye wins Kogi PDP governorship primary. As APC's Idris wins Kebbi governorship election. Tambua clinches Sokoto South senatorial seat. The main headline, PDP demands arrest of Adamawa as INEC voice announcement of Binani. Yes, his action provocative, like the current governor. Yaga CDD condemned Rex action, said it undermines Electoral Act, other laws. We have other reports. Here in Adamawa, we are witness to a novel practice in election management where a resident electoral commissioner announced the loser of an election as a winner. That is from article. PDP says that it is even more absurd that the Adamawa state rec did not only usurp the powers of the returning officer, but attempted to declare a winner without figures. That is from the PDP. Now, INEC responding, the action of the rec is an usurpation of the power of the returning officer and therefore no void and of no effect. Consequently, the collation of the results of the supplementary election is suspended forthwith. We are looking at today where the collation will continue in Abuja. Yeah, court deposits first class traditional ruler in Ondo 5 years after installation. Tax hike will bring hardship to individuals, businesses. That's a warning from NECA. That's what we have for today. Let's look at our reviewers giving us the updates and reacting to these headlines. Mr. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian Chuku.
I know you followed the development yesterday.
Yes, seriously, I do that. Good morning, viewers. We love you. Sketo, we love you, Mama. Akimu Olasupo, Mommy Kechi, Mama America, Chimbono, Mukaila, the voice community. I'm throwing away salute across. Mary, I'm greeting all of you. Oga Kevin, Dakpo, I'm greeting all of you. Dakpo, Pastor Dakpo. I'm saying thank you all for your wonderful support.
Okay.
Supporting this program wonderfully. So,
a show of shame yesterday.
Let me tell you, it is not only a show of shame, it has exhumed another ghost of international shame from the development of
a barrister, an INEC commissioner. It's not the returning officer.
Yes.
It is the duty of the returning officer to call the result.
To call the result. That's why they say is what? Usurpation. I think you understand. Of power of the returning officer. So because he's not in the position to reveal the results. Since it is remaining 7 to 10 local governments, the result of these 7 to 10 local governments has not been what? Confirmed. He went on and announced the result.
The APC candidate, that is Binani.
Yes, that is APC for you. Binani is not the winner. It was so obvious in the past. I mean, almost 1 month now that PDP got Adamawa. But to release that result, they have been doing what? Their normal business. Arranging, pass, arranging. Atiku was warning them. Nigerians were just putting fire on INEC to release the result of Adamawa Guba election. But they kept on delaying it, denying us the results until Ebenok. When Ebenok yesterday, what happened? The usurpation of that INEC returning officer was so glaring, and someone took the blame.
I see this is a trend.
It's a trend, yes, because they feel, APC, as a political platform, that they are the party that is in power this time around. So they have the prerogative to do anything at their own way. Irrespective of the fact that everything should be done in Nigeria, under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But this time around, APC as a party is taking law into their hands. Yes, that woman is not the winner. APC is not the winner of Adamawa State, Guba. But that was their own aspiration to announce APC as a winner by all means. Usurpation. Usurpation was the word used by either the nation or the
Atiku and the INEC.
Thank you.
Usurpation of power.
Thank you. Usurpation of power. You see it?
Has this happened in the history of Nigeria?
It has never. It has never. See, in 1993, Babangida told Humphrey Wosu, professor, do not announce the results. But Humphrey Wosu, being an Igbo man, being INEC chairman, being that Abiola won outrightly, he said, let us carry on and announce the results. If heaven wants to come down, let it come down. And Humphrey Wosu made the announcement. I think understand. Because, see, let me tell you, it is so obvious that the way the Department of Executive exercises their own power has indicated that the representatives of the people are not coming out with the real deal they had with the electorate, which is what? Dispensing, bringing what? Quality representation, quality governance. I think understand. But they always act as rubber stamps to the Department of Executive. Department of Executive is the ultimate in Nigeria. They carry out whatever they want to carry out. They take law into their hands, undermining the functionality of the Department of Judiciary. I think understand. So what is playing out is that if you are with APC political platform, you are above the law. Go and investigate the INEC, the REC that made that announcement. You will find out that he's an APC man. And he has, according to not even rumor. Okay, INEC official. They are under APC. They play every role under the command, the instructions of APC political parties. They are. Listen, you won't tell me now that Mohammed is not an APC person. If he's not an APC person, why should Buhari allow him? After the conducting a 2019 election, they still allow him to be there. So you don't have other professors in the southeast, southwest, in the mid-belt. I didn't understand. They are. It was rumored that he was bribed with the tune of 2 billion naira. That money is over that.
The DSS officer.
Yes, he was bribed. They gave him money. They gave Nenaya. This fund. They gave him Nenaya 20 billion to obtain Abia State's results. But the Igbo one, they born, an INEC officer. He said, no, I won't accept bribe. I know I have my children. I don't accept blood money. What if the nemesis comes after my children? Do you understand? I won't accept it. She stood her position? Firm. He declared the results.
Okay.
The right person that won. See, let me tell you, which is why I am suggesting that there should be more women in the upper house and lower house of legislature. Because women, they have unique emotions. Women, before they can cheat, it takes them time. Women don't cheat.
If Binani had won, it would have been history made in Nigeria.
We would have been the first female governor in this. No,
Elected.
Etiaba was the first. Etiaba of Anambra State was the governor.
It was not elected.
He was not elected, but the House made him governor because I think he was deputy to Ngige when Ngige was abducted in 2005 or so. Then Etiaba took over. So this one would have been the first elected female governor
especially
of
from
the
northern
county.
Nigeria.
Yes, especially from northern Nigeria. So let me tell you, she is not the winner. It is too obvious that the rec that made this announcement that thrown Adamawa into a serious suspense yesterday should go to court. They should arrest him.
Okay, let's talk about David Udenyi.
He's a criminal.
David Udenyi, a journalist who uncovered the fact that Tinubu's passport was a Guinean. Have you gone through that report?
He said what? Repeat that your question.
Tinubu's passport discovered by a reporter, a journalist, and also that is David Udenyi. Tinubu holds dual citizenship, and as a president-elect, holding dual citizenship is perjury.
Wow, do you mean it? Anyway, that's a new developing story. Do you understand? It's a new developing story because nobody is above the law, and nobody will come out and tell you, see, I'm innocent, I don't have criminal intention. If anybody contravene the law, such a person should answer to it. If he is having dual citizenship, which is perjury, according to the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, he will go for it. I don't trust any APC aspirant. As well, I don't trust APC government. I don't have hope in this government. Right from 2015 till date, 8 years, I don't have trust in Buhari. I don't trust Malami. I don't trust anybody in this government called APC government. So if the allegation is proven right, you should go to court. Yes. Because, see, now that Obi is one election in Nigeria, they started digging deep. They dig.
It's disputed.
Yes. They dig Obi. They dig Obi, they said Obi did this, Obi said this. Obi's conversation with INEC was hacked. You understand? By DSS. While discussion with bandits and the terrorists, discussion with bandits and terrorists across northern Nigeria, DSS has never hacked it. DSS has never traced where the bandits and the terrorists are. But when Obi discussed with Oyedeko, DSS will track it. DSS will know that Obi is in the church. But DSS can never track criminals down in the bush. Bandits that kidnap Nigerians and keep on demanding money, are they using GSM or MMM? They are using GSM. I think understand. There are devices that you can track down criminals, kidnappers that abducted their hostages in Europe, in America. Immediately they make call, it is finished. They must track you down where you are. Obi makes call now, they track Obi. If Obi is discussing with Johnson now in the UK, they will track it. If Biden is discussing with Obi now, DSS of Nigeria will track it. DSS against Nigerian civilians. DSS are working against Obi. They can't live up to the expectations they were employed for. They employed them to track down criminals, but they have gone against us. I think you understand. See, let me tell you. If Tinubu commits, if they find out that he's fallible, what do you call it? Fallible, or what do you call it again? Culpable. I think you understand. They should go after him.
Okay, lastly, we have APC control Senate with 59 seats, PDP 36, Labour Party 8, NNPP SDP 2.
Bad representations. If some of them are not going to be, stripped off by court, because the election that brought in APC, as far as I'm concerned, in this current dispensation, is fraud. They are fraudulent. None of them outrightly beat the opposition party. What they do is that they buy the INEC returning officers scattered all over the country to make sure that they present wrong result to the people. So if 59 seats in the upper house and lower house, respectively, is from APC, it means that Nigeria is going to have bad representation, poor representation in the next 4 years. I'm telling you, what we're having now is poor representation. The representatives over there, they are just doing their own selfish interest job. They made money for their families. Families, they are not representing you and I. So let me tell you, if there are 59, except this 10th assembly, upper legislative and lower legislative, to be what? Rubber stamp to whoever the president is. So let me tell you, they should fight the good fight. They should take all of them to the court. Because none of those lawmakers, APC lawmakers, they won the election. No, they did not win. None of them won their seats outrightly. What took them to that position is what? Fraudulent election. They are fraudulent.
Okay.
Let me tell you. They should investigate them. Some of them should, strip off their own position by court and give it to the right person that won the election.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi.
So I stand here this morning to tell you that APC government, if at all, that these 59 seats, they leave them in the upper house and lower house, we are going to have the poorest representation ever since the history of this country. Because all of them there, they are criminals. APC legislators are criminals. They are crooks. They are armed robbers.
Thank you very much. I have Pastor Obong. You are ready to fight. You are ready at every point in time to fight. What is happening?
Well, the problem is this. Some people here are overseas, they are patronized us. They love our wood. But when they look for us, when they want to do us, they appreciate us. Give us information in that. There's one party who went there that tried to work that since last week. He said, you send my account number to him. Because you know what we say. But then you don't send it. You don't know what is going on.
Who is the person?
I think it's Patrick. His name is Patrick.
And you send me the screenshot.
We'll send you the details.
Okay.
Now, yes. Now, what we said is this. Formulation, speech, stupid talk, don't tire Nigeria. All what we do not exist. What?
Let's talk about the supplementary election, especially at Adamawa State. What happened? Something happened that shocked everyone.
I don't go through the
story.
So what I just said is that I can't speak on today. I must go to the back before I speak.
It happened yesterday, so you need to update yourself. You are supposed to update yourself. Since yesterday, you didn't update yourself.
I don't get it. So what I'm trying to say now is that.
Okay, let me tell you what happened. You have INEC commissioner. You have returning officer. INEC commissioner is in charge of the state, organizing the activities of the state. The returning officer is supposed to call out the winner, the results, and the winner, declare the winner. So the dispute in Adamawa State extended till yesterday, Saturday. It was declared inconclusive. So they had a supplementary election yesterday. Now, instead of the returning officer, the INEC commissioner usurped, took over everything, and called the result that has not been concluded early in the morning.
You know, concluded the result.
Yeah, you have not finished the coalition. Just declared the APC candidate winner.
This is what I'm talking about. It's what we call good.
Eh?
Good. We call it good.
Explain for me.
Good.
What does it mean?
It's people that are so dirty. The dirty die. Their eyes, their blood, their hair, every part of the body, but they are dirty.
Spiritually or physically?
Spiritually and physically, they exist in dirtiness. They carry wing up and they pride in dirtiness. That's what we call good.
Is your language, Abi?
APC government, I've told you, is Association for Political Criminals. That mean? Association for Political Criminals. We remember and call them fantastically corrupt people. The first time in history that US bring that sentiment. That this government is what these people are fantastically corrupt. You know what I mean? The English is psychologically is a you join English. Psychologically, does that mean? He said they are fantastically corrupt. APC government. That's all you need to know. Check Nigeria today. Nothing will not work out corruption. Nothing you can say, don't do. Nothing. Every corruption now, boom. Somebody go drive motor now for one year. You know if I put number.
1 year.
One you never put number. You see the drive go everywhere. No put number, plate number. No corruption. We don't go see for APC government. You free, do as you like. Freedom for corruption. Freedom for corruption. Let me this government. APC Association for Political Criminals.
You voted for the party.
Listen to me. Listen. If you see me, I tell you, Turumbu will win. I don't tell you I will vote for him. I said Turumbu will win election. I've never in my life God pay me when they say I will vote for him. But I just prophesy him to win and he win. Whether they rob, whether they rig, he win. To my speech, he win. This government is the most corrupted government ever. All in this is where they send to give people free. Can let people sell it? Prepare card, prepare meter. They sell it. No corruption, you don't go see for this government. See women for street. Every party. They type of everywhere, every party.
Please don't come up on this program. Don't come up on this.
A government keep working discipline before. War against discipline. This government don't keep that kind of thing. Tell your bomber as you like. Seduce people as you like. Have sex as you like. No matter. Every party is here. Pastor corrupt as you like. This government, it took more than a man. It took more than a man to do what? To bring out. Police, all the marijuana now, they are paying police 200.
Police.
Where are they? Marijuana paying police 100 or 200 every day. They pass border, they cross traffic light, they as a light, nothing. Police they don't pay police.
What of last man?
Oh my God, that man is worse. Worse. APC government, Association for Political Criminals, nothing cannot see. Association for Political Criminals, that be APC, nothing cannot see. That's how Buhari said this party must go. He tries his best, he not win. Buhari hate APC with passions. He tries his best to finish that APC, not to win, but he win.
APC controls Senate with 59 seats, PDP 36, Labour Party 8, other parties 2.
Nigerian don't finish. If APC occupy Senate, it's hard. Now then wake up say there's a 10 Nigerian. Now we said now APC wake up say there's a 10 Nigerian neighbor. You remember? Now APC wake up say they could allow corruption for Nigeria. Now APC. If they take this seat for Nigeria, we are gone. They take this seat for Nigerian Senate, we are gone. Nigeria is gone. This is Anjuku. Mark today give. If APC take this seat for Senate in this number, Nigeria is finished.
How do you mean?
Oh, because you don't understand what I'm saying. Come, whoever shake APC broom is initiated to darkness. That broom is abomination. They shake it. If you couldn't shake, you finish. It's a mystery.
This is bringing mystery again. I don't understand.
You need to understand. Without mystery, we don't exist. God is mystery.
So what is the way forward?
The way forward is this. One party will remove them. No party can remove them. If they are what take seat like this for Senate, we are finished. I tell you before, they go buy Arsenal player to go and play for Manju. That Arsenal player is going to leave how many days now? I mean, 4 weeks. That contract will finish with that Arsenal player. Welcome to play for Manju. If he leave, Manju will play their game now.
So the Arsenal player is the president.
His body is leaving. The real Manju will play their game. Bro, you will see hell.
Are you talking as a prophet or as an
Try
analyst?
to understand me. All what I speak to you here is mystery. Arsenal player was playing there with Manju. Manju now, the contract is over. Manju will play their game now. Since the ABC coming, we don't have block. Since the ABC coming, we have good block. Reception. Coronavirus.
Cashless.
Cashless policy. We don't die. No money, no food. The fuck black brother. Every baba news, 247. Now the real man you go play their game. You go see trouble of that thing.
We have bandits kill 22 in fresh attack in Southern Kaduna.
All this attack is coming by what? Some of them are fake news, some of them are real news. You need to understand what it is. As far as APC rule, no freedom.
They have the attack, renewed hope.
Bros, every day, Nigeria must die, kidnap, die, this. When do you ever see good news for this paper? Bros, you are a journalist. Where do you ever see good news for this paper? Since 1999, now where do you see good news? That when the paper news better good news for us, we say, Nigeria beginning to raise, hey, see good news, so, and Nigeria go good.
Second Niger bridge.
Second Niger bridge. They don't build for you for what? Now they take all our oil to build. What do they do? He said what Nigeria wants. See not the east one. They don't give the east what they want. No, be second Niger bridge, now east one.
What do they want?
Huh? We want to rule. Are
We
ruling?
want to rule.
We want to rule. Three father, Yoruba, House and Igbo. We are lost. We want to rule. Is that what we want?
So last voice we have. How do you want to rule? How? Just
I ask someone that is to you like this. Let the whole world hear me. All over the world, I'm picking national to the whole world. Only one party can defeat this people. Nobody. That is GPA. I'm a science, political science. I'm a spiritual science. They call myself professor of science in Christ. That is what they for my text. I'm the only one that can touch these people out. GPN political party can take them out. Bad people cannot fight the good people. Good now God, you cannot fight him. Here in the name of the party, good people of Nigerian party. That's the party that can deliver the work. Can bring us to the people.
Good people.
Bad people are here. You can never say anything.
There's no good.
Everywhere you go see bad. You go to Adamawa agreement. No way you can go and see peace.
okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have Edono Lagos. Good morning, Edono Lagos.
Anyway, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning. I want to greet everybody. Let me follow the exit protocol. Thank you, everybody. And just something I should not forget. He's the person that will win APC.
His party.
His party will win APC, GPN. He's like representing somebody who says Jesus of Oyigbo, who died, who says he's going to raise up for 3 days at the end today. Many years.
Even Showeret tried.
Well, he didn't go far. Showeret did not go far. That's why all these parties need to come together. Don't divide themselves. Before you can win opposition, before you can win the ruling party, you must come together to remove them from power. So it's not easy. Anyway, just giving us a history.
Okay, well, let's move on. We have what happened in Adamawa. Everybody is talking about what happened in Adamawa. What's your take?
I was surprised yesterday because if what happened in Adamawa is what happened the whole state in the election. People, I was not open presidential election, governor election. Because this particular one, everybody eye open. I saw one video now. The professor was beating and naked. The many other fine.
It's a disgrace to.
It's a disgrace to professor.
INEC.
It's a disgrace to INEC. It's a disgrace to APC government. It's a disgrace to the president. Our president, I don't know where he is now. It's a disgrace to them that people they are putting for institution should be people that at least that has sense. Can you imagine? All the whole 2023 election, just yesterday on, has disgraced the whole system. So that means if INEC reg can collect 2 billion, just one state, can you tell me how many the 33 states, how much more should INEC collect from them? If INEC reg just one state can be offered 2 billion, what of the INEC chairman? How much did he collect for the rest? So they've exposed themselves yesterday. How can you? Election has not been, there are still collation. And you are not the person that's supposed to announce that result. The person that's supposed to announce the result is the returning officer. Look at the way he does. He just stand up and say, I want to declare. Without counting the remaining vote, what led them to repeat that election? You did not do the needful. You stood up and announced the result. I coupled with the commissioner of police, who was sitting down there, the SS director, who was sitting down there, the chief of this, who was sitting down there. Nobody stop this INEC man. That don't do that. All of them supposed to be arrested. All of them. I see the way they messed up the whole family man.
The police was there.
He was there. All of them are the same. So For INEC chairman to cancel that election, I gave him kudos for that area. Because despite saying people don't like PDP, yesterday, despite people like that woman, but they said the woman should follow due process. Let them know he won that election with good intention, not backdoor. So what transpired yesterday is indication that 2020 election presidential was rigged.
Okay, what is happening? How can INEC redeem its image
Except
in the
INEC
next
to be,
elections, other elections?
the only way is that make INEC to be independent. They should be, a body should be funding INEC, not the government. They should set aside money, not president appointing INEC commissioner, INEC chairman. If they go like that, I believe they will do well. But when the president appoints you, as you are controlling us now, if you don't allow me to talk, I will not talk. And if whatever you say, the direction you direct us to go, that's where we go. We cannot disobey you. It's like that. But if this thing is free for everybody, the community bought it for everybody to use, I can say anything I want to do. But at the moment there, you are the one controlling here. I cannot do otherwise. So that what the president appoint INEC chairman. INEC chairman appoint the commissioner. All of them are working for the presidency. They are working for APC. But that yesterday,
They are working for APC.
yes, APC. Buhari is in APC. Buhari appoint INEC chairman. INEC chairman appoint commissioner. So that election yesterday have disgraced 2023 presidential election. Even though they are in the court. Let me tell you, that election yesterday was jamboree, was nonsense, was a disgraceful. I am not happy.
Even foreign observers said it was a disgrace to Nigeria's electoral.
But not only that yesterday, now. Including Lagos election. Are you aware? Ogun State, just 10,000 men. 10,000 lead, 10,000. 10,000. They declared the election in Ogun State. Why somebody is only 13,000? Why can't you declare that person winner before you now start the run? Don't forget that what happened in Osun State. That time, and Ekiti. So, my problem is all these institutions in Nigeria are not working well.
Okay.
We are not showing example.
We have
Very, very bad.
APC control Senate with 59 seats, PDP 36, Labour Party 8, NNPP, SDP 2, ABGA, YPP 1 each.
If the opposition, Labour, ABGA, PDP, all of ANPP can come together and form one alliance, the number will more than the APC. But our system, it can never work. APC will still get the game. But the only thing is that, don't forget, some of these parties, like Labour, PDP, ABGA, Labour Party, some of them, by the time they see money now, they will come to the party. That's our system. So we cannot get good results there. APC will still climb that place and do the pity to Tinubu, the president-elect.
There's this controversy about Tinubu's passport being a Guinea.
Yes.
You heard it.
I saw this morning. If it's true, it's very, very bad. They will arrest him. And in Africa is corrupt. It's very, very bad. If it's true, but what I saw this morning TV, social media, APC will still come and deny it. If they can say Tinubu deal with drugs, at the end, they still deny it. INEC still allowing to contest the election. And court is there, police is there, NDL is there. They couldn't do anything. This one is just social media talk.
Okay, what's the way forward now? What is that?
Way forward is that my brothers and sisters who bring their mind to help us, that we are suffering in the country. And they brought out their mind to help us. I want to thank you, please. Don't be tired. May God bless you. My name is Loke Yagwele, don't be Lagos. May God come down and bless you anywhere you are. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, don't forget, we are a slave in our country. We are slaves. May God touch Nigeria government so that they will remember us. We who come here every day and alert the people what is going on in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I don't know, Lagos. I have Mazi Chigozie Ndibo. Good morning, Mazi Chigozie Ndibo.
Yeah, good morning, President, and to esteemed viewers. It's a new week. Good morning, all.
We are looking at the supplementary election yesterday and the integrity of INEC. Looking at what a resident electoral commissioner did, declaring a candidate that has not yet won the election.
Well, it's very unfortunate, but shouldn't be a surprise to me because it's a reflection of the deep-seated rottenness within the, of course, across the government parastatals or institutions within the Nigerian state. It's just a reflection of what the composition they are made of. And it's very unfortunate. It has degenerated to the extent that people without even their conscience pricking them can do all manner of impunity and get away with it. Can you imagine the level of embarrassment it has caused the masses of this country? I wouldn't say Nigeria because already Nigeria is in a very big mess. Why shouldn't that try? Because other people who did it before him, we are not called to question. They weren't, of course, summoned to face the consequences of such misconduct, gross misconduct, abuse of privileges and opportunity, to the detriment of the masses. You see, you can imagine the act of wickedness exhibited by these maggots. Of course, working for their political masters.
Okay,
It's
we're looking at
unfortunate.
how INEC will redeem its image in the coming elections.
It can be possible to do that because much damage has been done. The confidence reposed on INEC has been badly damaged, and you can't get, of course, recover such because just you can't eat your cake and have it at the same time. The people have given them the benefit of doubt, and of course, people's some like I myself that are skeptic. I really believe that they can't do anything different from what they are known to do or the usual way of doing things. So I have been vindicated today. It shows that, as some people rightly say, that Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. It's the center of decadence, both social, moral decadence. It reveals the depth of rottenness that you have no any value for morality. And those people has no conscience. Stealing the mandates of the people at all costs, even when he was called to order by some people that this you are even observing Ramadan. You are observing Ramadan, you are praying to the soul, you called it your Allah, and you are perpetuating impunity. Because these people has no regard for God, not even for, let alone for human beings. You say you are in the mood, in a sober, in a period of sobriety. You are calling to your God. You are dedicating your time and consciousness to God. And yet, that is the time you find to do the worst wickedness against humanity. So those who, especially the political gladiators and their servants, has no regard for God and, of course, for humanity. This is a reflection of what they are made up of.
Okay, we are looking at the house now.
A whole professor.
A barrister.
A whole professor or a barrister. You can't imagine.
Former VC of
So what? How does this
Sokoto
man
University. Danfodiyo.
eventually? You can now imagine what happens when he presides as the vice chancellor of Sokoto
No, he's
University.
former. He was former president of the university.
I say you cannot imagine the level of rottenness and devastation, and of course, abuse of power that may have gone through. Possibly, if you don't sleep with him, you wouldn't be considered for some certain grades or offers. So it's unfortunate that, but not a surprise to me because the good ones have been neglected. We know there are people who have, of course, proven integrity, who can deliver on the mandate or any, of course, opportunity of service given to them. But they can't go for those ones. They will go for people who can easily be bought over and to do their biddings.
Okay, some people say that INEC during the presidential election set a bad example for others to follow.
That is exactly what I'm saying. When you throw caution to the air, when you don't sanction or bring offenders to book, you are just consolidating the foundation for other people to abuse. Because it happened during the presidential election. So many irregularities marked the outcome of the election, and nobody was picked up. And the other subordinates will also want to have their own cut of the impunity that is going on. That is why it is driving. But I must commend the youth of Adamawa, who has, of course, proven to the world that they are not in for any nonsense, that they can't continue to accept such level of impunity, atrocity. They can't be taken for granted. You shouldn't mistake their patience and commitment to civic rules and engagement to be a sign of weakness. So I think they have taught him the lesson, and possibly he might live the rest of his life to remember. That is a clear signal to the other politicians who may want to meander or find their way through at all costs at the expense of the masses, that the game has changed. It's more or less just like the signal of the MSAS. So for those political gladiators who think that by crook or by enemies they can get what they need at the suppression of the masses, and the right to choose who becomes their leader, that their games are up.
Let's chat a way forward out of all this.
That is what the Adamawa youths and consigned, of course, citizens have set the ball rolling. That the games are up for those disgruntled elements who only seek public service to enrich themselves, to embezzle the public funds meant for people's development and advancement. That their time and season is up. That the other thing that is ahead of them will definitely, of course, engulf them. And that dirty blow on him, I wish they would have done something better that will remain indelible in his life. It's a disgrace to the, of course, the academic world, that a man who perhaps should have known better, should have been liberated from all these parochial sentiments and primitive way of doing things, is the one promoting and promulgating such nonsensical and very unfortunate
Thank you very much.
attitude. It's very unfortunate. And
Thank
I
you very
wish
much. Bless you.
they would have put pepper in that place they give him blow,
Thank you.
so that he can feel the pains
Thank you.
it's causing the masses,
Thank you. God bless you.
subverting the will of the people. Because of the stipends, you might not even live to eat. You see, bringing a perpetual curse on his generations unborn, just because of what he think he might gain at this moment.
Okay, thank you.
It's unfortunate,
Thank you.
and I commend the Adamawa's youths who stood up to this occasion. And this is just a preamble to what possibly might happen nationwide.
Okay, thank you very much.
If caution, if the right thing, if the people who, of course, are benefiting from the wickedness, do not learn their lesson very fast.
Thank you. God bless you. I have is it Honorable Felix?
Please, I'm not an honorable member.
Okay,
I'm not a politician. I'm an humble
Mr. Felix.
Felix. I'll say why it is.
Yeah, the PDP was almost robbed of the governorship seats in Fintiri, in Adamawa State.
Well, everybody knows, even the blind man knows that PDP won that election.
No, they have not declared any winner.
Hold on now. Even when you are leading in this consequent election with 31,000, and you have 45,000 supplementaries to run. So are you saying that he's going to turn the thing upside down? I saw the video and I started laughing. That this is a shame to the INEC. This is a shame to Yakubu. You understand? Are you saying that they went to buy the INEC? From the information I was gathering, I heard that they said they went to buy the wreck of Adamawa. They bought him 2 billion. That they gave him 2 billion. And he was coming there to see how he can change the figure. When the youth said, no, we cannot take nonsense. We cannot take nonsense or liberty. We cannot take nonsense or liberty. And that liberty will not, and they stood their ground and I said, no, we must uphold the right results. Look at the way they walk the man out. Look at the way they walk the man out. The woman, and they told him, oh, that you are not the right person. You are not the right person. And the indication from the head office, from Abuja, they called the rec and all the officials to order that they should report to Abuja. Let's see how the thing will unfold.
Okay, we have APC control Senate with 59 seats, PDP 36, Labour Party 8, NNPP sharing the rest.
In Adamawa. No, it's in Adamawa.
APC control Senate with 59 seats, PDP 36.
Listen, I said there's something I want us to know. There's something I want us to know is that we shouldn't look at party issue. You understand? We shouldn't look at party issue. By the time we begin to throw party into those issues, the whole thing begins to scatter. They are representing the people in the constituency. They are neither PDP, they are neither APC. By the time they speak and formulate policy, it should affect everybody. We should not say PDP 36, APC this.
I think you see the Nation newspaper put it. APC controls. That's the Nation newspaper. Seats with Senate with 59 seats.
Listen, I have just told you now. If you are going to use party to rule the Senate, they will get it wrong, and that will not make the Nigerian economy to move forward. This is what happened to President Muhammadu Buhari's government. Saraki stood his ground, and they said, and they were blaming that it was Saraki. Saraki is a PDP. Look at when Saraki left there. The person that is there was a rubber stamp. They bring 200 billion, he will stamp it back. They bring 500 billion, they will stamp it. They will bring everything, they will stamp it. They should be able to ask questions. Those in the house, they are representing the constituencies. They are representing you and I, not the party, for God's sake. I'm quite surprised why the nations are putting the APC this. The issue is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. The APC, the PDP, the Labour Party, we all go to the same market. And this so-called the Senate and the rest, they don't pay anything for whatever they do. Their telephone is free, their accommodation is free, everything is free. We that they are supposed to give the constituency this thing, they will divert it to their own personal benefit.
Okay, let's look at other reports here this morning. We have the dispute on Tinubu's dual citizenship. Something that came up on social media, a passport that he was a Guinean. Do you look at that? You
See, listen to me. Whatever they want to say now,
because we are looking at perjury.
hello, sir. Whatever they want to say. During the time of Atiku, they said Atiku was from Cameroon. You understand? They said they should not swear me in when when that election period. That he's not supposed to be. He's not in Nigeria. He's not qualified to run as a presidency.
Yes.
Rather, he was a vice president during Obasanjo two tenure. See, that is what they call political manipulation, political jingoism. The thing is just that Tinubu is in Nigeria. And whoever wants to take up that issue should be able to prove it beyond what? Reasonable doubt. You understand? Because now, why now this 10 minutes? There are some people that don't want things to go the right way. Are you getting what I'm saying? If they say Tinubu entered the wrong way, let's agree that it entered the wrong way. There are process. During APC was the only party in Lagos. PDP dominated all the whole state. Tinubu stood his ground, and they started getting all those states through courts. They were getting all those states. They got Mondo. They got other states. They got Osun. They got every other thing. Listen, the judiciary, we are putting the judiciary on test. And I want to tell everyone is that they should stop this political manipulation. If you know you don't win the election, both APC, both PDP, both Labour Party, every one of them ran the election. They ring election. The highest ringer won the election.
Okay,
you understand?
The highest ringer
won the election.
That is from Mr. Felix.
I am telling you what is obtainable in politics. You understand? This one goes to this angle. This one goes to this angle. The highest person won the election. Imagine they say someone want to buy a whole INEC chairman. It's politics.
And you believe that?
And the thing is this is that people that said it, let them prove it. You understand? And that is part of what I'm telling you, political manipulation everywhere in politics. That's my humble take. The way forward is that we should stop this selection of people. The day we start doing the right thing, the day we start putting the right people in the right place, Nigeria economy will change and we will get the right thing done.
It's a long story. Thank you very much. We have Honorable David. Good morning.
It's cool.
Okay.
Very wonderful morning to you and to everyone and to viewers. Happy New Week, everyone.
Okay. Interesting times, interesting things happening.
Interesting times to the life.
You know what I want to ask you? The
Okay.
Adamawa election, the resident electoral commissioner was not in his place to announce the winner, but he went there early. Journalists were barred from taking shots of what he was doing, and he declared a winner despite collation of results still trickling in.
Now, Mr. Christian Chukwu, first and foremost, I want to say it's so disheartening that we find ourselves in this mess. This is not democracy. Election in this part of the world has now become party, whereby some individuals have been selected to rule or to govern over the people. Now,
despite the electoral process.
Now, in the first instance, Fintiri, the PDP candidate, was leading with 31,000 votes on ground. That's true be told. Now, out of the 16 polling units that there was rerun.
61.
No, 16. Okay, sorry.
Are you the one that called it? Are you the one that
Out of the 61 polling units. Now, I think I don't know the numbers of polling units results that has been trickling. But now, where is the presiding officer? The presiding officer of that election is the professor of University of Maduguri. That is the person constitutionally that has the power to declare who wins. Now, what is the function? What is the job of the INEC commissioner of the state? What business does he have there? At that point, he has no business there. That is not his calling. Now, also, the truth is, where did the presiding officer go? The returning officer. Where was she? Sorry, where was he?
There was a time stipulated for.
Where was the question is where was he?
There was a time that they were going to declare the results.
Eh.
That was 11.
Yes.
But this commissioner came by 9 a.m.
Now,
earlier than.
now, as all the commissioner came by 9 a.m. Now, what was the returning officer doing till 11? Now, he said a call came in. They should stop all this call coming in inside. Then some person should stop undermining our democracy. What's of call? Now the people have you saw what happened yesterday. The wreck, the commissioner was beaten to stupor.
It was a disgraceful sight.
You saw him. He was beaten to stupor. He does not have the constitutional power. Now, as I stand now, the man reached 6 years in jail.
36 months. 36 months.
Yes, 36 months in prison. Yes, because of that act alone, you have no constitutional right to do that. I see.
What gave him the impetus?
I don't. He said, according to him, he said a court asked him to go ahead. Oh, people to stop calling from Abuja. This whole Abuja saga is becoming is not helping our democracy. Any smarty call come from Abuja, any smarty. These calls that are coming from Abuja has not been helpful to our democracy. Rather, it has been killing and then killing our democracy. The people voted their choice. Let their choice be counted. Before the rerun, Fitini was leading with about 31,000 votes.
Never disputed 45,000 votes.
Is that what?
Disputed 45,000.
Yes. Now, as it stands, I don't know who won the supplementary election, but the man has the constitutional power to go declare someone winner. When result was still coming in. This thing that happened yesterday cannot happen anywhere in the world. Aside from Nigeria.
He's a professor.
Forget about fools can be professor. Shenanigans can become a professor. Idiots can be professor. So forget that title. You can go to school and then see. Can't you be a drunkard and then still become a professor? So stop that title. Forget professor. Someone that is corrupt is corrupt. He like the go to Harvard and then study. No, use that title to professor. Professor yourself. Go to universities. Then they collect bribe. Something professors. What he did was uncalled for. He does not have any right. Now, and thank God for Yakubu. He himself is guilty of the same act.
How?
Someone that announced result around 4 a.m. Check that one.
Those are two different things.
No, that's not different things. See.
He has the constitutional right to announce that presidential result, but this one does not have. Two different things.
Leave that team.
This guy showed up when nobody expected.
No. He showed up. The returning officer of the state was being told to step aside. Listen to this interview. He said a call told him not to go to the venue. All because of the time. Who made that call? Let NSCC trace.
The burden is on him to reveal.
Let's know. Should be NCC and then DSS. I always speak to like trace people's calls. Let them trace the call and let Nigerians know who put the call through to you. Because something can also happen when you are supposed to assume to your duty post, and now you are being found wanting. That means something happened. What will happen? Because something might have happened that made that man not to go to that place. Something must have happened. That was why the wreck, maybe that same person that called that also called the wreck to go on and announce it in the favor of this person. You saw what he did yesterday. It wasn't beaten up yesterday.
So how can INEC redeem its image for further elections?
Now the truth is, INEC has suspended it and told Binani,
two of them,
that you are not you didn't win this election. So everything has been moved to everything has been moved to Abuja.
Yeah.
So let's then go to Abuja and let Let the will of the people, let it be done. Let no one man put the state into chaos. Let no one man, because of his own selfish ambition, let there be uprising at the state. Let the person that wins the election, let the mandate be given to him freely, because we cannot continue in this kind of nonsense selection, because this is not election. That one that happened yesterday in Adamawa was selection. It was selection, yes. It is. You saw it, and now, thank God, the man has been suspended, and now Yakubu Muhammad has said the result yesterday was invalid. So let them go and then seek and then reconnect it again. So whatsoever mechanism that would be done, let the will of people prevail in that state, and this will serve as deterrent to all the commissioners who are being biased, who are out there to get money to influence results for some selfish individual for a life. That beating is the amount.
But the DSS will investigate those that did.
DSS. Is that what? DSS.
We investigate those that did. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have beaten the man.
They shouldn't have. They shouldn't have what? I'm outside media. Not on that kind of game. If now outside here, if now outside here, you're not going to stop.
Thank God I'm here.
If now outside, I forgive you.
Thank God I'm
first.
Thank God I'm
say
here.
two dogs never make right. Someone for a mandate, I say two dogs. That will serve as deterrent. So that make it die. People will walk in the car. Now what to go and ask
What was a disgrace?
It was. You see, he had no business there. Yeah, so
He knows that.
now in the first place, what was it? So any punishment he gets, he deserves it. Yes, he is not the becoming officer of the state. INEC has already appointed the division officer,
Yes,
which is
already.
the professor of the University of Madugulu. But someone asked the man not to go to the venue. My brother, this country.
Thank you very much, Mr. David. I have Otumba Kunle. Good morning.
Yeah, you great Christian.
Yes.
I greet you.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. My special greetings to Sketo Amuludu of London. We appreciate you.
Okay, Amuludu.
Yeah, she's Amuludu. You know, she's a hit maker. You know what I mean? Hit maker.
Making the society.
Yeah, lively. And you're doing a great job there. You invited us to your house yesterday in absentia. I think you are not aware. Were you aware? But it was circulated there, but the opposite decided not to go. But we had the best of fun in absentia. We had the best of fun.
Wait, you have given an allegation now.
The best of fun. You should be aware. At least somebody like Ralph, ask Ralph now. We had a very good time. Sketo, God bless your generation. God bless your family in UK there. You remembering us in absentia from London there. We had a good fun in your house during the party. I went there down with Ralph. They said you are pastors. You don't go to such so we had a lot of fun actually, and I want to thank Mr. Tonda. Thanks. There's one particular woman. I'm talking of the people will be not Jenny. Jenny's there, but Jenny is lying low now. I'm talking of Tina. They are talking of Ify. Those are people that impact, that gives you courage, that make you, give you strength to go on. I thank everybody, and I thank all the viewers for your being there. Nevertheless, we're always on at the opposite side.
So many wrongs. Now, how do we correct? So many things happening simultaneously.
You see.
This the governorship election.
What we are witnessing now is demonstration of grace, democracy, in which Fela said. Right? If you want to know more about this country, I'm saying go and dub or go and check a lot of messages that came out from Fela song, and you understand what is really going on. Fela has really, enclosed the whole characters of our governments, of our political holders. He has enveloped it into one into a song. So when you read it, you will know what is going on. What I saw yesterday with Binani election and Fintiri election, I mean, it's totally disgrace to Nigeria.
I'm concerned about the person being a former VC, reputable university.
Yeah, I'm not strange.
Barrister.
I'm not strange.
And
No, Christian, you shouldn't be strange to you. There was a professor that was sent to prison in Calabar by Ogini, one of the INEC commissioner, Mike Ogini, that was sent to prison. So every sector, every facet of this country is corrupt as it is. So nobody can exempt himself. Nobody, right from the professor, right to the student, to the lawyer, to the bankers, to the government, to the governors, all are corrupt. And what's the way out? What's the way out? That juicy fruit, they always go there to pluck. You know, that makes them to get mad just to rig election anyhow and get there. They should remove that juicy, you know, what's it called? Benefit that they, you know, they let the, you know, national wage, minimum wage. Let them be collecting minimum wage. It must happen before this country can be well. Because once they see what they are going to benefit from that seat they are lobbying for, or they are contesting for, I mean, there is bound to be hula baloo. There's bound to be hula baloo. Okay. And there's bound to be do or die.
You are looking at INEC redeeming its image. Like, because what's happening, people
you see
would,
what?
like,
you see what? You see me, I will not be issues. I will not be a bad I will not give somebody a bad condemnation. Why am I saying this? You see, the INEC did not send the REC commissioner to go and start. I think that man, they should take him to psychiatric.
No result sheet.
No, there was they showed
That's a plain paper. Somebody wrote something on. That's not a result sheet.
So those guys need psychiatric evaluation. Our Fashola has told us once that all these our leaders, before anybody can come into governorship arena, they should check their brain. Check whether there's psychiatric issue with their brain, mental disorder with the brain. That is what is affecting our country as it is. The government we have, the people we have in government, the majority of them need psychiatric evaluation because you can see what is happening. How can a supplementary
I was looking
election,
at whether it has happened in the history of the country.
not about like that. They've been snatching ballot box for
Not
long.
snatching.
Electoral
commissioner
coming to do. I said that is what I told you an example of like 5 years ago, 8 years ago, in which Mike Ogini, who was an electoral commissioner in his state, and there was a result that was manipulated, and the REC commissioner went to jail on it. A professor of Calabar, University of Calabar, he sent that man to jail. So this one too should be on his way to jail as he is now.
He risked 36 months.
36 months. Definitely, we have to serve that 36. So it will be a deterrent to others. I totally disagree with what really happened in Adamawa yesterday. And likewise, women too should be softening with the women folks, you know, because we have to balance the gender in politics. In Nigeria, yeah, and mind you, Adamawa is more or less like a northern state, and in a northern state, and our president is not even helping the issue that the office of the man is in the bedroom or what the other room. So we're seeing countries that women are progressing with. You know, women, prime minister, women. We saw that in England especially. They have majority of their leaders are women. And if you look at Germany, look at Gandhi. They are always they're always being prosecuted, right? They're always being persecuted. Likewise, because look at what Gandhi went to in India. Look at what Gandhi generation went to in India, because that woman is a erudite and a very transparent woman that wanted to turn India around. But the voodoo men in the Indians, they did not want her to be, to become anything in that country, or they did not want her to attain that presidency. So the way the African mentality, our own African mentality, which is worse than the other nations, is what we are practicing now. Other regions or other nations generally is what we are practicing now. Whereby a woman will come, they will siphon, they will. You know, you're talking about Liberia. It was the influence of the Americans that that woman used for her to emerge as the president of Sierra Leone. You know, she was an American scholar. Before they just loaned her to, what's it called, Sierra Leone. Okay. So there are in Africa, especially in Nigeria, I think what I just believe in now, anybody that wants to rule now, Mr. Tinubu, is being sworn in now on the 29th. The first thing we should emphasize on is restructure the country. Let us restructure the country for once, please, because we cannot continue with this madness. And I think restructuring is in one of his manifesto that is going to restructure the country. So we will, hold it by its words. Because the way we are practicing it now, we cannot continue with this madness, repeating same. It's only a madman that will keep repeating same thing, and without any results. But what result are we getting? The only result we have been getting is ballot snatching. Make that position less lucrative. That you are going there to serve, not going there to enrich yourself, to change your status within 2 months or within a month you get to that post. They should go there to serve. When you serve people, then people will now appreciate you and now pay you back with goodness. That is what all this America. It's not that there's no corruption there. That is what makes the democracy, fertile. Because you see a lot of them, they go there to serve. They won't even be able to embezzle anything. But by the time they finish, you see them being invited for conference call to come and give a speech. Through that speech, they pay them. And that's
thank you very much. Otumba Aksunle. We have Ambassador.
My guy Kule is on fire. He's spitting.
Adigua, good morning.
Passion.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Yes, we are looking at a drama that surfaced yesterday in Adamawa State. Everyone is talking about that story. What's your perspective about that?
I think that's the biggest drama we are going to see this year. I'm telling you, man, that was the height of it. It's unimaginable that a man who is a lawyer will actually go so low.
Stoop so low.
For whatever reason that might have maybe incentivized him or whatever, I think that's the worst that we can see. And I appreciate the fact that INEC were able to stand on their feet in this regard. They've been able to, one way or the other, remake their image. That damaged image by immediately, issuing a quick response to that the wreck was out of line. That is an act of usurpation
yes,
and insubordination to the arrow, which is, the returning officer.
He reached 6 months in prison, and someone is saying that I bet you, Christian, that man will never be arrested.
Well, I think this man now, first of all, he got a mob justice yesterday. I don't know if you have seen the video.
No justice behind that man.
Mob justice. That means jungle justice, what I meant. And I think they will take this to the last. Sincerely speaking.
Later, yeah.
Yeah, I think he will. Because if it doesn't get jailed, that's a bad precedent. And that's, everybody would want to follow suit. Okay, so I believe that man. But again, it behoves on me that why is Adamawa finding it so difficult? Then I tend to ask myself, is that not where Atiku came from?
Yeah, that's Atiku.
I think Atiku is doing everything possible to muzzle things out. To me, if I want to look at this thing neutrally, before they even finish the first election, initially Binani was leading. When even the ambassador, UK ambassador, congratulated Binani.
There was a report, social media carry report.
Hold on. Initially, Binani was leading. It made that woman, the UK ambassador, to congratulate Binani. Then immediately, we saw Atiku. All of them were now going to the collation center. Oshiomhole left Edo immediately. He also flew down. Some APC juggernauts, they also flew down to Adamawa. So, what is happening in Adamawa? The controversy going on in Adamawa. My brother, I am telling you that the political force, the hands in there, Atiku has a major impact in there. If that woman loses, all right, it's not because anybody loves Fintiri. It's just because of Atiku not being able to swallow the fact that even in all states, his party will lose. You understand? So I think that's what's going on there.
It's all been history.
I am not in any way justifying what you reckon.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm telling you the genesis of this crisis. Do you understand? I'm telling you because people tend to forget. All right? As of February 18th, on February 18th, by evening, I think about 6 or so, when everybody were already saying that Binani was leading, do you understand? Atiku came into the picture. Then before you know it, by 11, they now said Fintiri is leading by some point. That was when Binani started shouting that they are changing things, they are doing this, they are doing that. And you know, in Nigerian election today, you now rugged it, you go take win this thing. That's not the truth. You understand? So Fintiri, of course, because of the assurance of his godfather, which is at that state, you get the point. Now, Binani also is playing dirty, which is not good, but she's also playing dirty.
Okay.
You get the point. So we are not going to exonerate PDP also in this.
I think this situation, some persons are affected. The integrity of some persons,
Yeah.
the image of some persons are
Like
affected. We have the APC and also INEC. You agree?
The APC as a party, yes, we can say the APC are probably dented for accepting such declaration. Okay, I even faulted Binani for her rushing to the team because ordinarily she shouldn't have. All right, but because she knows that Fintiri has this political muscle behind it. You understand? So many things happen there that if the slightest opportunity, she's ready to grapple at it. That wreck, and that RO, why was it not on 6? You know, they did not see him throughout.
Yeah.
He was nowhere to be found. Okay, where is the returning officer? Show up. He did not show up. What is happening in this Adamawa? Why is Adamawa why is it so troublesome? KB who won? APC won without any issue. You know why Binani is having issue? Because Binani is a woman. And there's this common rhetoric going on in Adamawa now. They are saying that it is abominable for a woman to be a governor.
That is according to.
So they are now using that. So they are now using so many religious sentiments, and they must ensure that they do everything possible to ensure that that woman is being painted. Everything goes wrong. Don't be surprised. I could even be PDP people that bribe this man. Anything is possible in politics. Don't be surprised that it was even the PDP people that bribed this wreck.
To do what he did.
To use him as a decoy, to use him as a pawn. Don't you sacrifice a soldier?
That means you play chess.
My brother. There are so many things that they can. It could be the PDP that are the one that just instigated the man. Go and announce Binani. You know, at the end of the day, to cause crisis. Let us paint her as an evil person. Don't you know that people do things like that? So we just have to look at the things from both sides.
It's a done deal for PDP. You agree?
As of today, I mean, with the result, it's a done deal. You understand? It's so unfortunate that our democracy has not developed to the fact that we would want to see a woman at the top of our
have
of
made
affairs.
history.
You know, but it's so
Especially in
unfortunate.
northern Nigeria.
It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that we are not mature to that.
What are the wrongs that can be put in the right perspective in this election? What are the things that we can put right?
Now, Rome wasn't built in a day. There was nowhere under this head, all right, that on this earth, rather, that we would introduce technology the first time and get it right. First thing was our expectations was 100%, and then we got 70%, and then here we are.
You got 70%.
Listen,
Okay.
the beavers worked.
Yeah, the Beavers worked, yeah.
The issue of block votes coming from the northern states.
Let's look at the technology. The Beavers worked, the IREF didn't work.
The beavers, do you agree with me that the beavers is separate, is
I
different
agree
from
with
the
you.
IREF?
Yes, it's different.
It's different from IREF.
Yeah.
Now the IREF, the chain, that means the connection between the IREF and the beavers, as of that day, was truncated for whatever external reasons.
Yeah, you didn't suspect anything.
If you don't want me to trust INEC, do you want me to just trust every pedestrian gist on the road?
Okay, that's official, that's official.
No. Do you expect me?
That's official.
Because you are Labour
I want
Party.
to know if you have a different suspicion.
No, I am only
to
telling you that, okay, it didn't work as expected, but it still worked. But it didn't work as expected. Because as at the end of that day, as at midnight, they have started uploading results. On the 25th, as at 26th, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., they started uploading results. Results have begun to be people are now seeing results, but not
the presidential.
the presidential election. As at 26th of February, all right? As at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., results were already being uploaded, but not sufficient enough.
But you know that till now,
Even till now, all the results,
have not been uploaded.
as of now, I think we have about 95% that has been uploaded. All has not been uploaded. Abuja self is not, Abuja results is not even there. Abuja result is not even on IREF. So, back to my statement is technology. What we expected was technology. We expected the technology to come on day one and work and give us 100%.
Human factor, not
Do you understand? Do you get the point?
Yeah,
No, technology does not drive itself. Of course, it needs human factor. That's the fact.
we know that the human factor was compromised to an extent.
That's the fact. That's the fact.
Yeah. But
And let's take everybody responsible for the human factor, default. We have to take everybody responsible.
Okay, let's move on. APC controls Senate with 59
Nah,
seats.
it's not even reached 300.
APC controls Senate with 59 seats, PDP 36, Labour Party. I think this house that we are going to have our Senate controlled by the incumbent.
Well, the opposition parties are planning to form a coalition, which they call I think they call it majority something. There's a name they tag
If they put them together, they're not up to the APC in the Senate.
So if
36 plus 8, we have 44. 44 plus 2, 46, 47, 59.
Well,
but they can, two-thirds, when we call it two-thirds, they can...
Then that's it. APC has it. APC has the floor. But APC also have to ensure that they get it right. Especially the zoning, the balancing, they have to get it right.
So that they will not have issues.
I think that's one of the most critical conversations we need to have as of today. Because on that Senate, that House of Rep, that thing is very important for our national stability. Okay, because the Southeasterners have come out, but the people from the Southeasterners say they don't need it. The South are also laying claims to that. Even the Northwest are laying claims to that. But we must ensure that that thing goes to a Christian candidate, whether from Northwest, whether from South, whether from Southeast. Let it go to a Christian candidate. Period.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Nee. I have Oluwa, one of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Oluwa Christian.
What is happening?
The Mafiso.
This is Mafiso 1. The
West
citizen
side.
of the West Side, East Colorado.
East Colorado. East Colorado.
My people,
Yeah.
I'm back to
Super
the
Shaka.
headquarters to tell you the language. Nigeria is forward. Forward, backward, never.
What happened yesterday?
I was on film show in a dramatical arrangement in Adamawa State. They were beating some people, INEC officials, but they are a gang of criminals. Because when you are a gang of criminals, you deserve to be beaten. You say election was going on, the election never completed, you are announcing the winner. They say in share, no blue, bah, boyama, you run away. They will kill and God help in high life. Why will you declare somebody winner because you want to declare by force? Nigeria is a game film home. Anything you see it in Nigeria, especially in the government.
I've never seen this
power,
film before.
You will see what you never see in Nigeria. Nigeria is a house of game. Game of Thrones. Have you watched that? Game of Thrones. Everybody want to be king. Who will be the next king now? You want to be king, I want to be king, because everybody is fighting for his life. Because Nigeria, if you are not there, you can't survive. So that's why they want to master themselves before they reach that throne. It's a game of thrones.
I want to tell you one thing. The thing where
Let's move on.
name where they come Nigeria.
Leave am.
Nigeria is a manamu.
They call it drama.
Ordinary
So,
family manamu.
drama, and many people have video this film now. They will show it and will make money. Because it's acting, there's a script. Now the film never end. Have they declared winner? Okay, now they have suspended the winner again. Party is coming, that is his one has gone. Many people say, bang bala, go lawyer, bang bala. That is government magic. They go turn electric to candle, they go turn everything upside down. You don't have to see film, we're not supposed to be seen. Okay, is that a trusted government? The government is supposed to be transparent and polite. Let us be one here. After many months ago, you say election never complete, but now you completed. The same story. Why? Supremacy. Now it's time for God to demolish all of them, and I thank God that God is doing it. All of them is going to be demolished out of the paradox of power.
What's the way forward now?
The way forward is that we must unite and seek the face of God Almighty, because all those language can never help us. Drama is a wrong language. When you add a thing, you don't know why you are adding it. When you are not adding a reality, the government house, killing people reality. Now there are different gangs there now, with different weapons. Because my party must win. They are not turning to a battlefield. But according to what I'm seeing, that woman can be the first governor in Nigeria. You understand? Because according to my story, what I hear, they say in her constitution, it did very well. So woman can change things. Because woman has sympathy than man. Man don't send you message. That's why those who want to be there by all means. Let there be change.
Oluwawan, give them the
I
language.
support the change. Let there be change here now. Let there be change in the generality of Nigeria. Let us change from the heart of the demon to the heart of God. Let us change from the darkness to light. And now we will see the light. And the light will prosper you and I.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Oluwawan.
You are welcome.
Thank you. With that, very, very much wonderful program this morning, afternoon. With that, we've come to the end of the program. This morning, Emmanuel Osi, wow. Ex-Brides, Declan Roberts, John Israel, Toaster Blaster. Thank you very much. We have Bent Olsen. Please let's take it easy on Need this morning. That is his opinion. You can, with your tolerator, we tolerate many people's opinion. So please allow him and not just finish him like that. With that, we have come to the end of the program this morning. I'm Christian Chuko. Thanks for watching. God bless you till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Bye at the newsstands. Bye for now.
So they want to go another. They have to go for election. Even though they need that man, like they will plan that to win. The second time. Not possible anymore. You say she go with the plan and win. This one don't play that. Don't play that. Matter. Who are supposed to win? They rob back. So they don't rob now. Don't do. That one come again. The one person win again. As they rob and they allow that one go, they don't go. Forget, they are not the winner. They don't come over here. Because what is the happen? They will go for that. They will announce the thing. China, say. No, talk your someone, no worry. No, let me go announce them now. Keep it to announce here. I think you know one full back before. If you don't announce that, you know what that's Baba, tomorrow. Adamawa, how much? Okay. They're not declaring, man. They go declare the winner.
Somebody they lose at the 30, something cannot go. They call it drag, they drag 25. Okay, now, why the APC why the man you should leave? You never answer the question. Answer the question. You go Abuja. Answer the question. Other people
But I want to see how you upgrade that my TV station. 30 online. 30 online. No upgrade on like what discussion they do? What discussion? I can just oh yeah, no. Let's have a meeting. Yeah, mobile like this. After 12:1, mobile. Everybody is happy. Okay, just take your time. But you just take your let me see. Alright, so tell me how. Maybe that's I want collect. I want to send them my I will send that to her. What you did the last time?
I'm giving her card this morning when you are outside. And she said no. Ma! I don't know when I use time now. After 10.
Okay, after the election, you know, I can tell you that after the election, you know, you are like, you know, no longer again. No longer. No longer. After the election, everybody. When someone talking for here, they go talk their own. Now election.